to Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Razorbacks will kick it away to start. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Rebels offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella, he delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup.
Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll give it to him again. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Ole Miss. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Caught over the middle. It's Ray.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They're going to run it. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Dropping back, it's Simmons. They've got the screen set up. Touchdown, Ole Miss! A great catch and run for 6.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Arkansas's offense will get the ball for the first time. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football open.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And you can tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
And the Razorbacks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Pushes his way for a couple and gets it to the 7-yard line. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Looking to pass, it's Simpson. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
This is not an ideal start for this offense. Your defense already gave up points on the first drive. This is your first opportunity, and you're not doing the most important thing, protecting your quarterback. Already 2 sacks on the day.
The Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. They'll go to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run.
Turns on the Jets. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Rebels.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Simpson. Quickly complete.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Unloads to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down? And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Gonna look downfield again. Fires to the big fella.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. This quarterback part of their running game. Got enough for the 1st. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because You've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on first down from the 28. Wants to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Takes the pick back to the 32-yard line, and now this offense will be in business.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we've got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He wants to go deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Simmons. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man in the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Running back searching for a hole. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Found the seam on the left. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field, or else this one's going to get ugly. In fact,
one thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat, thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Dogs send that offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
The Razorbacks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Simpson. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. On the move at the 30. There he goes. Inside the 30. The 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And I love the play call. Oftentimes, offensively, you like to throw the football deep down in your own end and take shots because you're anticipating man coverage. So if you get a receiver that can get behind the defense, that has a chance to be a home run type play, and you saw it work out exactly that way right there.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll take it himself. The Rebels in the hurry-up. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Lee. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hobbs. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Got it in the middle, it's Watkins. Good execution, they move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period, 1st down here. Here's the handoff. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the 1st half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll try the run.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more.
Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. TCU is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that hasn't been stopped since that group stepped off the bus. They're up 14 over Florida State. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Breaks the tackle. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. And Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man on the right. Turning it on. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. The throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
Not only do they get the interception, but they're able to get a huge return. Remember, this team practices this all week, right? Once they get the interception, they've got guys turning their heads, and they're looking for blocks or looking for people to get a hat on down the field. And with that INT, they now flip it. That could be a big point swing in this game.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll give it to the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Simmons. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Razorbacks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the single back. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Might as well give it to him again. Runs through a tackle. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Razorbacks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Tosses it incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They go to the ground. Got the first down and more. He's loose. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Rebels!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Wide open downfield. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Trying play action. Here's a heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Simpson. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
The kick is on its way. Catches it at the 15. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. They'll leave it with him. It's a live ball. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the...
The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Rebels really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Pulls it in, it's Lee. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Finds his man, it's Lee. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Catch in the middle. It's Odom. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, it's Griffin. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's got it on the run. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they...
Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And the extra point was good. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. The running back has it. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. They try to pop a run on the draw. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The toss to the right. Makes the play in the backfield again, and the defense can use a timeout and get the ball back here. And the Razorbacks decide to punt it away. Makes the catch at the 30. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look,
He's got it inside the 25. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Buys a little time. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Fires toward the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today at Oxford. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's head back to the Grove and our fellas at Vaught Hemingway Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Rebels will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys,
Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He gets a block. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The throw to the outside is complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Guys have the backfield now. It's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
He'll keep it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Simmons. Gets it out quickly.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's Odom. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Can't get him to the ground. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Ray. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. They want to throw it. Finds the tight end. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Handoff to the lone back. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Using the quick game. Touchdown, Rebels! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Snags it quickly on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The give on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man, oh man, the ball carrier is just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Bringing it back. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And how about this defense, man? You talk about providing a spark and some energy. They make the big interception. Most importantly, Jesse, set their offense up in ridiculous field position.
And that's one thing this defense practices so much throughout the week, right? It's creating turnovers. They are so...
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And trip to the house. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. North Carolina is down right now, but that kid on the defensive side, I know this is a big statement, but he looks like a young Lawrence Taylor. Do not rule out a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Virginia 2.
And that's a live ball. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understanding the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. It's hard enough to stop these guys, let alone when they get field position like this. They scored last time, and this time they'll crank it up from inside the red zone.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He'll pitch it. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. And he missed it. No good. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught in the backfield. It's Anthony. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. And the Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. White going to attack through the air. Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll field the punt and take it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Makes the grab. It's Odo. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Lee. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. 2nd down coming up. On the run, it's Lacey. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this 3rd down? They'll try to get it through the air. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And this one is perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Makes the catch.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Here on 3rd down for this offense. White wants to throw it. Got it set up on the outside. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Razorbacks will punt this one away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They'll start this drive from the 42. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, baby.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Sends it back in motion. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Well, 3rd down, they tried to run the football thinking they could catch the defense off guard. They were able to get some yards, not the first, though. So now you've got 4th and very short, and what do the analytics say to do here, head coach?
And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. It's a running room. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the...
Beck's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rebels! They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Last drive was a quick 3 and out, and now time is even more of a fact. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
And the Razorbacks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. White going to attack through the air. Got out of trouble and throws. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
The Razorbacks line up to punt it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Temple is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Hall of Famer Joe Klecko should never be counted out of any game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Texas State. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. White wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Already find a hole in that secondary. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now on the option. Now the pitch. There he goes. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. The Razorbacks are marching down the field. They're going to ride this running back. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. The play action fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Quick strike complete. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. And the Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the snap, it's Griffin. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys playing with excellent instinct, running down the hill and making a tackle.
Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. White going to attack through the air. The screen, he can go. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Razorbacks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Got his man quickly. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Gets the back moving. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Griffin. They've got him now. He almost picked up that 1st down on the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
There's the pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
It'll be 3rd and long.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
The Rebels look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw again. That's reeled in. It's Lee. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Quick completion on the out. Oh, he's got some space. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that 1st drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Pressure coming. Slings it downfield. Oh, it's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
this is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Simmons. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lee. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the 4th quarter.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. He's got great speed. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. White wants to throw it. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the Razorbacks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Nice grab in traffic. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
On the direct snap, it's Griffin. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.